Good afternoon, Holly. It's Kerry here from Pacific Title Lexus Cairns. So what I would like to do for you today is a high definition virtual tour of our 2018 Kia Carnival in charcoal grey, done about 53,000 k's on the clock. So before I get into the vehicle itself, I just want to show you a little bit more about the dealership. So as you can see in the background there, that's our showroom, so it's 2-story. We basically tell you a little bit more about us as well too. So we're a local dealership here, been for over 40 years and plus. I've been with the dealership for the last 2 years as well too, Holly. As you can see on that side there, we stock around about 160 to 220 cars at all months. So we basically sell the same amount of cars as well too. So we actually have 2 pre-owned dealerships here. So one on 77 Mulgrove Road here in the city of Cairns. And that's at 77 Mulgrove Road. And the other one we have at 235 Mulgrove Road in Bungalow on the left hand side. So that's about 1.5 kilometres down on the left hand side. And we also, next to that there is our 2 franchise yards as in your new car Toyota and Lexus as well, parts and service departments. We also do own opposite lock, 4-wheel drive and Coral Motors as well. And we stock all sorts of makes and models of vehicles as well too, from SUVs to small hatchbacks to sedans to 4-wheel drive wagons, utilities and dual cabs. So I'm just going to show you a little bit more about the dealership here now. Just going to go through. Fantastic, Holly. So I'm actually walking on the footpath here now in the front of our dealership that you would actually be here tomorrow to have a look at this 2018 Kia Carnival, charcoal and grey in colour. So basically, well, like I said to you, I would like to do a high definition virtual tour, basically go through the interior, exterior of the motor vehicle, make sure there is no chips or stone chips on the vehicle itself, cracks in the windscreen, or basically check out the paint and make sure there's no bad perfections in that side. So what I would like to do now is just get straight down to it and get onto the front bar of the vehicle itself. Fantastic, Holly. I'm just going to get through past this post, sorry about that. As you can see on that front bar, it actually looks pretty good. There is a couple of stone chips that actually have been done already in the vehicle. There's 1, 2 there as well, and basically up onto the bonnet now. So I'm just going to go across the bonnet now. As you can see, there's a couple there. All right, Holly, and so that bonnet actually looks really tidy. I'm just going to go up onto the windscreen itself. As you can see, the vehicle has actually been reduced from $39,990 down to $33,990 now, drive away. So there is a massive discount on this vehicle, as you can see. So there's no chips in the windscreen there, Holly. Fantastic. So now I'm just going to go down to the side of the vehicle, just giving you a bit of a look at the angle of it. Let's make sure there's no bad perfections in the paint. So let's go down to the rear of the vehicle. Fantastic, Holly. That looks really good. That paint's in pretty good condition. Like I said, there will be a few little scratches on the vehicle itself, but I like to point them out to you. So just making my way up onto the spoiler of the back roof, and then up onto the paint onto the top of the roof. Just make sure there's no hail damage or any bad perfections in the paint. Fantastic, Holly. So that looks pretty good. What I want to mention is actually that spoiler looks a little bit faded, to be honest here, but I'll get someone to have a look at that for you anyway. Okay, just going into the door trim now, just going down onto the kick panel. There have been a few people just been standing up on the side of it, up onto the dash, basically over on the driver's side, and then down onto the passenger seat. But I'll get back to those logbooks as well too. Okay, so just opening up the side door, just down onto the kick panel there, Holly, onto the back of the seat, and then basically got your middle row seats as well too, so they can actually fold down and fold up. I sort of can give you a bit of a demonstration what I mean. you got access to the rear as well too. Fantastic. Just the seats itself, you have mentioned that a few of the other ones have got a bit of stains on the seats. When we detail the cars as well too, basically this one has got a couple little stain marks on it, but that's something that we can actually fix for you to the delivery. Alright, so I'm just going to make my way onto the rear bar. As you can see that it's fitted out with a set of sensors. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's a little bit dirt there. Fantastic. So that looks up, just about to lift up the rear tailgate now. Before I do that, you got your reverse camera that's actually fitted there to the vehicle. Just inside now, just looking down, just to say that there is a few little luggage marks on the back of the kick panel, but that's pretty common anyway with these sort of vehicles. You're going to get them in and out. Onto the back of the seats, they do fold down, those seats as well too, so I sort of give you a bit of a demonstration as well too. And then pick that little lever up and that folds back into the floor as well. Fantastic. Okay, so I'm just going to close the tailgate there now and move back a little bit here. Just giving you a looking down the side of the vehicle on the driver's side. All right, Holly, so just going to check, make sure there is no imperfections on this side of the paint. There's one little scratch here that we can sort of get a look and have a look at it for you with a buff and a bit of polish. Fantastic there, Holly. That paint looks pretty good there. Like I said, there is a couple of little scratches on that side that I can actually have a look and fix that for you. All right, before I go any further, just having a look around the wheel arch and just the tyres itself. So it's got plenty of tread on the tyres. Just got the hubcaps on this one. Same with the rear, around the wheel arch itself. And onto the tyres, got plenty of tread in there, just on the hubcaps. Fantastic. So like I said, there's 1 and there's 2 there that I noticed. Okay, so just open up on the side of that door on the driver's side, down onto the kick panel. There is a couple of little marks here that we can have a look and fix for you. Fantastic. Over onto the seats itself. Like I said, there is a few stains on this seat, on this side. Lifting that seat up. So the back seats look pretty good. Fantastic. Okay, so I just got to lock that back up. And just open up the driver's side door now. Just having a look at that door trim there for you, Holly. So the door trim itself is pretty good. A couple of little markings here, but otherwise it's pretty good. Down onto the kick panel, onto the floor, and up onto the dash. As I mentioned to you early on the phone, just with the cluster itself, as where the speedo is, there's a couple of little chrome stripping that's around the edges of it that has actually peeled away a little bit, as you can see there. But that's something that I can probably run past Kia itself at the franchise dealership and see if that could be covered under warranty. Okay, so just before I start the vehicle, you've got 2 keys with the vehicle itself. Fantastic. All right, so I'm just going to start this up now. As you can see on the clock, it's got about 53,495 on the clock. All right, before I go away from the steering wheel, I just want to mention that it does have some functions on there. So you've got your voice recognition, you've got your Bluetooth underneath, you've got your volume controls on this side as well, and then you can change your moding system as in for your audio sound system, so you can change it and turn the radio on. Go through and change some stations. But you can also press it down and turn it off. if you don't need to. So go around that steering wheel just to make sure there is no bad damage on the steering wheel itself. Just on the right side of the steering wheel, you've got your cruise control on one side. You've got, with your cruise control, it's got your adaptable cruise control, so you can adjust that, the length over the person in front of you, up to between 10 to 20 to 30 meters. So that can be adjustable as well too. Alright, so just making my way over to your audio sound system. So that's actually got Apple CarPlay and Android Play. So you can actually plug that down into your USB for your phone. That's actually right there. And that'll actually connect to your phone as well too. So if your phone's got iPhone, you can actually connect to all that with your iMessage and stuff. Or if you've got your Android phone, that can connect to also your sat navigation and that as well too. So as you can see, you've got your speed controlling on your front air, and then you've got your speed controlling on your rear air as well too. There's all your adjustable climate, so basically from your cold to your warmness to your hot. Alright, so you've got your 12 volt system down here, so you can plug into your accessories, and then your AUX plug and your USB. Down here is actually also got your cup holders around there, so basically you can put your cup with your hot coffee or your cold drinks. And then you've got your transmission, so basically with your transmission, your handbrake's here as well too, so you can lift it up to put it on or pull down to release your handbrake. Eco mode, basically that's just where your driving mode sort of side, so you can change that if you're doing 60 kilometers, or if you can change that off and go to normal mode, going to 80 to 100. Alright, so before I go down to my logbooks, I just want to go across that dash again. I just want to get a really good thoroughly check over the vehicle before you do come in. So just looking at that service history there, as you can see, it's already done its 15,000k service, 31,000k service, and a 45,000k service. Just flicking it over, just double checking. We have done also a service on it as well. And just want to make sure it hasn't been stamped in the book, but we're happy to get that stamped for you done by Coral Motors. Okay, all right, so I'm just going to go now into the engine bay itself. Before I do that, I just want to make sure I let you know that it has got lane departure as well. As you can see, that's another feature of the vehicle in your traction control. Here is actually your fuel, so you can pop that there with your automatically fuel lid that actually opens up. All right, so now I'm just about to go in the engine bay. All right, so basically we know that's actually an engine, so it's the GDI, so that actually stands for the petrol engine, so basically the 3.3 V6. Fantastic. All right, Holly, that has actually come to the end of the video. Thank you very much for watching. If there is any questions, please do not hesitate to give me a call. Thank you very much for watching.